Hey, Chris Liepe here with how to sing without strain, without straining your voice, without reaching, without putting all this tension in your throat and in your face that ends up making you feel bad when you sing and seems like it seriously limits you in what you know you should be able to do with your voice.
I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. I know that I can fly. I know that I can fly. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. I know that I can fly. I want to get away. I want to get away. I want to get away. I want to get away.
Straining is especially rampant and prevalent in live situations, especially when we've practiced behind closed doors or made recordings and gotten our confidence up because we're able to make a great recording, and then we go to try something live and we can't seem to deliver. And so we end up straining or forcing or trying to control our voice in order to reclaim past glory or meet expectations that we have based on what we did before or what we think we should be able to do. There's a whole mental component to singing with strain or not singing with strain that we really have to acknowledge if we're going to actually sing without straining and do that all the time, right? We want to get to the point to where we're not straining when we sing. We're singing freely all the time. So in this video, we're actually going to take cues from two artists that, no, they're not the greatest singers, but they have mastered the art of performing, I believe, without strain. Learning from them is going to help you release control and release into freedom. First things first, singing without strain and singing freely all across your range has a whole lot to do with knowing how to use your support correctly. If you want to know how to dial in your support the right way, click the link below and join my free voice course. That's the best place to start. Once you've gone through that and understand how to use your support system correctly, come back to this video again and you're going to get a ton more out of it. Having said that, here's the problem most people run into when they are trying to sing without strain or sing without straining. They have this sort of checklist mindset. Oh, I'm singing with proper support, I think. I'm doing all these things right that someone told me to do. I've just done my exercises. I feel like I'm warmed up. Check, 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 check. Here's now where I should be able to go and sing great, sing freely, and be good. Well, in theory, yes, if you are doing all things right, you'll have a better chance of singing without straining, without reaching, without being tension-filled. But there's an underlying error that you've made if you stop with this checkbox approach. And that is, if I do these things right, translated, if I'm controlling everything, I should have victory. When really, the opposite is true. The main evidence of when we go in to start singing and we feel strained or tension-filled is that we are trying to control too much. We are control freaks. The best singers, the most free singers, do not look like they're trying to control anything. So we can't have that mindset. So I want to look briefly at a live performance from Tom Petty performing American Girl. I'd like you to watch and listen, but specifically watch the countenance on his face. Watch what he does or doesn't do with his neck and his upper body in general. Now, I think Tom Petty has a good voice, but he wouldn't be considered one of those like virtuoso awesome singers, right? But he's doing a lot of things really well here, and it sells the song, which is what all you can ask from any vocalist, right? Are you immersed in your performance? Are you selling the song? All right, let's listen.
Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night. She was an American girl. Well, it was kind of cold that night. She stood low on a balcony. Yeah, she could hear the cars roll by out on 441, like waves crashing on the beach. And for one desperate moment there.
And he's singing kind of up there, and Tom Petty tended to do that. La, 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 yeah. And he was also really good at having these E vowels being higher in his, certainly for his speech range. He did it really well. But notice how sort of deadpan. Yeah, he's moving his mouth around a little bit, but he's not, you don't see him for the most part getting his forehead involved or moving his neck around. He's got this very sedated, laid back countenance and body language, even in the midst of what he's doing. This is huge for us. So here's an exercise to start getting this into your own person and then start applying it to your singing. And it has to do with grumbling. Yes, grumbling, or maybe muttering or murmuring, okay? Now, you've probably been in a situation where you've told someone like, hey, quiet. You know, you're trying to act like you're not talking. And so you're, you know, it's like sort of this ventriloquist approach, right? Quiet, stop it. Don't do that. Okay. But then this person doesn't hear you. And so you keep getting louder and louder, but you think as long as you're not getting, you know, your body language involved, that the person can't hear you. I realize I'm making up this story, but we've all at least seen this in sitcoms. Hey, stop it. Go away. I told you to be quiet. Stop it. All right. Okay. Now, what am I doing with my body, with my voice there? Let's pull out a couple things. I'm changing the pitch. Yeah, it's speech level. I'm engaging my voice in a way that's kind of aggressive, even though the rest of my body is not really involved. So if I continue down that path and start noticing more things about the way my voice works in that context, I'm able to actually deliver quite a bit of energy and project a really relaxed countenance. This is what Tom Petty's doing. I thought I told you to get back in bed. I thought I told you not to pee on the carpet. Oh, no, I'm really, really relaxed with my face, but I'm also relaxed with my neck. Okay. So practice making all sorts of dynamic changes and speech level pitch changes. Just like I showed you, you're going higher, you're going louder, you're going lower, but your face and your neck and your shoulders, all these things are very, very relaxed. Then, every once in a while, give yourself permission to be expressive with your face. What this does is it keeps you from being locked into a particular posture while you're moving around vocally. And again, do this just by speaking dynamically, with dynamic range and with lots of different variances in terms of loudness and pitch. I thought I told you not to pee on the carpet. I thought I told you not to pee on the carpet. And just let your voice do whatever it's going to do. I thought I told you not to pee on the carpet. Notice how I'm going from here to, and then back down to deadpan. Now, the cool thing is, though, is there's this range of expression that's happening. And this range is happening via natural expression rather than trying to meet some sort of expectation. Remember, I alluded to that at the very beginning of the video. Expectations are what lead to singing with strain. Yeah, we want to hit certain notes. Yes, we want to be able to perform in certain ways. But if we go into any artistic singing, performing scenario with that being our goal, rather than simply being expressive, we aren't going to get to the level of expressiveness that we need to get to in order to deliver a strain or tension-free performance. So this is the first exercise. Here's the second exercise. We're going to take a cue from Lenny. We're going to open up, yeah, every time, taking the deadpan Tom Petty sort of approach, and then swelling our expression from to over, yeah. And we're going to do it descending, just like Lenny sort of does, so that we're not trying to reach up for anything else. So first, we're not going to do it with any sort of pitch or notes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Notice every single time I start like this, and then I get engaged. And it's okay to get intense as we finish each yeah. Tension and intensity are not the same thing. Intensity allows you to be free if you're doing it right. Tension keeps you from genuine intensity. Yeah, yeah. Yeah! Notice I arced that yeah. Yeah! 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 Now let's assign notes. Comfortable notes. Yeah! 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 Now, I am intentionally starting with the most relaxed everywhere posture, and then I'm intentionally bottling up. But I don't stay there. With every transition, with every yeah transition, I reset. I reset to deadpan. So I've given myself permission to feel out the range of energy coming from my body. I guarantee you, if you follow these two approaches and keep these in your mind, you are going to be able to identify when you are being strained and tension-filled very quickly, and you're going to have a vehicle to reset. Get rid of those expectations. Let your voice do what it wants to do. And try this yeah approach. Yeah. 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 So I'm swelling into every note. I don't enter into a note like this. I enter it in like this. Yeah, yeah. Now, you should be able to do this without getting your body involved as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Notice I'm still pretty deadpanned, even as I start going higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm going to intentionally engage my body and then disengage my body, even as I let my air and support continue to engage. Yeah, 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 yeah. In other words, what I'm practicing here is that my body language is not directly correlated with my energy level. Those can be detached. This allows me to perform as though I'm engaged and be intense when I want to be intense, but the intensity is not required for dynamics, volume, or hitting certain pitches. I hope this has been helpful for you. Again, if you haven't joined my free course, do that. Get a handle on your support and then practice these ways to sing without straining. We'll see you for more.